Ranking no copyright sounds elevate the album. This one, I just decided that Thunder is no longer the worst song on this album, and it's no longer on my least favorite songs list. But it's still, but Thunder is still pretty bad. But this is even worse. Jim Yosef, why did you decide to do this one? Why did you decide to put the Why did you decide to put the annoying vocal chops in the whole drop? And first of all, why is the music video so bad? Like, there is two music videos. They're both horrible. But at least the one that was by Tom Wilson was a little better than this. This looks horrendous. I'm not even gonna give this a point. 0 out of 100. One of the worst songs on No Copyright Sounds. Alright, this one, there's so much wrong with this. First of all, the weak drop makes it a little less enjoyable. Plus, the vocals are kind of garbage. I'll give it credit, it tried to go hard, but it doesn't really do that. It doesn't really do that. So I'll give it a 10 out of 100. This one is just, it's still pretty bad. Oh, so far, 2 album songs have not been good on here. Rival, honestly, Rival, he, when I first saw that this song was on the label, I thought he would make stuff like Falling or In Your Head. But nope, that's not the case on this one. Vocals are fine. Drop is okay. Apart from it being weird and goofy. And I've noticed that almost half of these songs are trap or future based. How much trap is No Copyright Sounds releasing? You gotta chill. And some of it's pretty generic though. All right, this one, I'll give it. It's actually pretty decent. 45 out of 100. Next, we have. Next. Alright, I like the dark atmosphere that it uses. And I like how it sounds like a more upgraded version of Walls by Rival. Rival could have chosen this style, and it would have made the song great. 60 out of 100. The vocal samples, without them, I'll probably rank it higher. Because I like the drop and the dark atmosphere more than those vocal samples. Next. This one here. Bro. Honestly, at first, I wasn't really a huge fan of this song, but then it started growing on me. The only thing that's wrong about. Two things that are wrong about this. One, the music video looks weird, but not as bad as Wildfire. But this. Stone Main. This is definitely not Tom Wilson's best or his worst. I mean, probably his second worst. Because Joe Garrett's vocals are are extremely non-existent in this one. Honestly, I'll give this a 61 out of 100. That's a great debut. I mean, Tom Wilson didn't really become my favorite artist until he released Zero Gravity on the album No Copyright Sounds 10. That was incredible. Next, we have Change Your Mind. Honestly, Kadium, he nailed it with his first dubstep track on No Copyright Sounds. And this one, the uncredited vocalist does an incredible job. That is an amazing attempt on attempting dubstep. 74 out of 100. Change your mind. That's they finally decided to use. Hilo decided to use the correct way to use vocal chops. Because if you don't know that, in Paradise, back in 2018, he used the vocal chops awfully in the drop. This has got to be one of his better songs that he's made in his current Allies. For those of you who don't know, Disfigure changed his allies to high-low. And and I don't even know which one I prefer. If you don't know, his allies for Disfigure were dubstep or melodic dubstep. And for high-low, it's trap or future bass. I like how you use his style is clearly visible. Unlike these melodic future bass stuff. We don't count the album mix for obvious reasons. Mamma mia! Alright. Also, my final rating for Habits by Hilo is 79 out of 100. Vocals, incredible. Next, Exile. I was expecting a more faster paced drop, but this is still incredible. Honestly, it would have been more fire if Mimi was the only person featured. Cause his rapping is better than most vocalists. I mean, Veronica Bravo's vocals are still great as usual. Final rating alright. At the end of the video, I'll rate the whole album. Alright, this one gets 81 out of 100. But if this was more faster, I would rate it higher. Next. Alright, I still don't get to why this is hated. This is incredible. Like, this one has got to be. Unfortunately, this artist has only made one appearance so far. He hasn't made a single song since this album was released. By the way, this album was released on May 2019, which was 3 whole years ago. By the time I'm recording this. And this album, almost all of its songs are actually good. Like, probably like 3, only like 2 songs of the album were pretty trash. But to compare to Rival Walls, it's the only decent song. And the other ones are actually incredible or phenomenal and stuff. Anyways, next song. Alright. I'll give this one an 84 out of 100. I like the vocal chops used in this one here. Alright, Diviners actually decided to make an incredible song. Or a phenomenal song, actually. Because if you don't know, Reality... And I have to agree with this now deleted account called Adam Media on this. The Reality was kind of a step down. If you don't know, I ranked it last place on February 2022 ranking on this label. And this is way better. 90 out of 100. I mean, the vocals are kind of random. I mean, like the "oh" in the drop is actually incredible. Next. You say I make you nervous. Honestly, this has got to be one of the songs that feature that honestly definitely does not deserve the hate. It's so simple yet so phenomenal. 95 out of 100. Best Morph and Kupix. Honestly, this is an incredible. This is literally a phenomenal debut for both of them. Rel's vocals, absolutely incredible. You can't tell me otherwise. And the best song of the album is. I had to rank this first because Diamond Eyes is a phenomenal vocalist and producer, and his songs were his songs like Father and his other Father is extremely emotional. Well, this one is extremely phenomenal. This is the only song on the album that I'll give 100 out of 100. Because all the other songs, some songs are good, while a few of them were pretty bad, and 2 of them were garbage. Anyways, my final rating on this album, 5 out of 10. Some songs kind of suck on here. And it's a little bit controversial. Anyways, that's it. Goodbye.